guys, and welcome to Abundance Rising Family. Today, we're taking on some unique challenges. Our cow, Annabelle, had her calf 2 months ago, and this week she decided to develop milk fever. Milk fever is when a cow puts too much calcium from her own body, from her blood, into her milk. When cows decide that making milk is more important than taking care of themselves, some really bad things can happen. So she has been unable to stand for the last 3 days. I knew that she had milk fever as soon as we couldn't get her up on her feet, but I've been trying to give her calcium supplements in her feed to try to get her back up. 3 days of pouring tons and tons of calcium into her, and it's clear that it's obviously not enough. So we're driving to the vet to get some IV calcium to give her intravenously. I've never done this before, but vets don't make house calls anymore, so we're gonna give it a go. We gotta get our cow back on her feet. I'd like to bring you along for the ride, so let's go pick up this calcium, get it home, and I'll show you Annabelle, and we'll work on getting this stuff into her blood. All right, so I just got done stopping in at the vet. I was here not even 2 minutes and they took 3 days worth of money. But look at this cute bag that it all came in. It says, my pet saw the vet, which is actually not accurate. My pet didn't see anything, but I guess these cows are kind of like a pet. So it came with a bottle of calcium. Calcium, magnesium, potassium, and there's one more thing, cmpk. I buy this stuff at Tractor Supply for way less. Calcium, potassium, magnesium. Why does the K stand for phosphorus? Anyway, I don't know. This is full of all kinds of good stuff that I need to put directly into her vein. I've never done that before. So, it came with this fun little hose, tubey thingy. And then, check out that needle. Oh my gosh. That's a really big one. They gave me 2 needles though. That was nice, just in case I have to do it again. I don't want to do this more than once. And then I also ordered Multi-Min 90. Multi-Min 90 is a whole bunch of really good vitamins and minerals, and for whatever reason, it requires a prescription to get it, and it's outrageously priced. But we got to get Annabelle back on her feet. We've got to get her doing well. It has been a rough week in so many ways. I could really use a win, and getting Annabelle back up on her feet would be a really big win. So let's get this cute little bag home and get our cow taken care of. All right, so what is milk fever and why is it a big deal? Dairy cows have been bred specifically to make milk. They make more milk than their calves can consume, which is why it's necessary for them to be milked. So, dairy cows in particular, when they're dry, meaning not making milk, and then they have a calf, and their body is now producing milk, they can dump all of the calcium that's in their blood into making milk instead of taking care of themselves. And when that sudden drop of calcium in their blood leaves, when there's a sudden drop of calcium, thank you, Josh, my doorman. As the calcium drops, they lose the ability to control their muscles, and they can't stand up anymore. There's a lot of other things that it does, but it's a really big deal. Milk fever, any cow could get it. It's way more common in dairy cows, and the older they get, the more common it is. It is windy out here today, guys. I hope you can hear me okay. The older they get, the more common it can be. Now, Annabelle had a calf almost 2 months ago. It is more likely for a cow to develop milk fever in the first 24 to 48 hours after calving, but it is possible for them to get it before calving and even months after. For 3 days, we have been giving her so many calcium supplements. We've been out here bringing her food, bringing her water, spending time with her. She moves. She has been all over the place. She actually started way back on the other side of that tree. And whenever she tries to stand up, she just kind of scoots herself forward. And over the last few days, she's managed to get herself over here. So I'm going to get down here in the dirt with her, and we're going to get situated. And we are going to try to give her the calcium intravenously, which I have never done. Let's see how this goes. Annabelle's my sweetest. She's a very, very good girl. She tolerates all of us really well. She's also my oldest cow. So I'm sitting here with her, looking for a good vein. They have a vein down here called the milk vein. And I actually think that's the one I want to go for. I really don't want to go into her jugular because I don't have a way to tie her out here. I can't get her in the stanchion. I can't contain her, and I don't want to stress her out too much. I think if I go into her milk vein down here on her belly, she may not even really feel it. Everything that I watched on going into the jugular just looked really bloody. So it's not that I'm afraid to do new things. This is just a really, really new thing. Let's see how it goes. All right, we have the calcium. We have the long rubber tubing. I put this piece on. This is what goes on top of the calcium. And this is the end that goes into the needle. The needle goes into the cow. I'm going to choose to use this blood vein right here. In theory, this should be pretty easy. So I'm going to take the protective cap off of the top of the bottle and get it ready to go, so hopefully we can move as quickly as possible. All right, I got the lid off. This fancy, we're going to call it the doohickey, goes over top. This allows it to vent. I've got this end that goes in the needle. So once I put the needle into the cow and there's blood coming back out of the needle, so I know I'm in the vein, I put this into the back of the needle and then I hold this bottle up high enough so that gravity feeds it into her bloodstream. If you're afraid of needles, don't look, because this is a really big one. Look at that sucker. That thing's as thick as my son's arm. Good grief. I am not afraid of needles, but I am not looking forward to doing this. We gotta hope she doesn't move. Now, a cow's hide is really tough, and we have to make sure that we get through this, which is why it's important to use a new needle every time. And her legs are moving. Well, she can move her legs, she just can't bear weight on them. So I think I'm going to try to go in right here, make sure I can see that on the camera. This would be a good place to turn it off if you're squeamish. I'm not squeamish, and this makes me a little nervous. Yeah, there's definitely some blood coming out the back end, but we want it flowing. There we go. Can we see that on the camera, boys? Can you see the needle?
You can see that.
All right. Woo! We're going to put this in. Now, we're going to hold this up. Eli, go ahead and back the camera up so everybody can see. Back the camera up all the way, like stand up and back up. Sam, come hold this bottle up. Because I want to make sure this needle is in here. Don't move, Annabelle. All right, what we're looking to see are bubbles. Eli, come and get this. There are bubbles. Don't move, girl. This is not a good time. You see these bubbles right here. Can you try and get that in the camera? That means that the calcium is definitely going into that milk vein. I'm sure. You're all right, girl. You're okay.
I just thought you can see it. Those little bubbles are what helps you make sure that the calcium in there is going down.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, you're okay.
I don't need to start petting her.
No, she's all right. I understand. We still got bubbles?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Now, they say that she should start to feel better almost right away. Even as this is going in there, she should start to feel a bit.
Oh, I like kind of tired and now they're opening me.
I also heard that as she starts to recover, one of the first things she'll do is urinate.
What's that?
Go potty.
You just need to wait.
Hi, pretty girl.
Her eyes were really tired and now they're not.
She's gonna try to stand up. I don't know if I should pull it out. Or maybe she's just feeling better already. She's such a small cow, she really won't need more than 1 bottle of calcium. Or she shouldn't.
There's still bubbles?
Nope.
Mom, do you want me to refill her water?
No?
Okay. Mom, blood's still I can't get to it. Oh, I'm sure she's feeling better.
Lower the bottle. All right, we'll be back as we get to the end of this bottle. If you can.
Stepping a little bit from there.
That's okay. Look, she's getting excited. I don't know. She's movie. All right, Eli, show the bottle. We're getting near the end. Still lots of bubbles. Lots of wind and dust today. Woo-hoo. She's moving around a little bit.
She might be able to get up now.
You can show the vein.
You got it just in there. I'm gonna hire a little bit because it's not humping. I'm not chewing. Is that sugar? What's that sound?
We're near the end. That's her teeth. She's chewing her cud,
Hey.
which is a good sign too. She's nice and relaxed.
So you can put this stuff in any vein.
Mm-hmm.
Mommy, you might want to like build like a cover over her in case it's like really hot. Now.
Well, hopefully she stands up after this and can get into her own shade.
Let's pray. Mom, are you ever going to build that shade any bigger?
I don't know. Okay, we're coming to the end.
It's almost done. Now there's just stuff in here.
You can hold it up just a little bit more. Make sure we get all of it out.
Higher?
See, there's still bubbles. All right, Eli, go ahead and show the bottle. The bottle is empty. This is still here.
And it does.
And so I'm going to go ahead and pull it. Eli, right here. I'm going to pull it out. And that's it. We just gave her IV calcium. So even going into the vein like that, it doesn't take much for the bleeding to stop. She's getting kind of shifty. That's got to be a good thing, right? I'm going to give her a few minutes and then I'm going to try to motivate her to actually stand up and see what happens. The poor girl's just had a really rough couple of days. Beautiful, Annabelle. You got to get better. Joseph, are you coming? All right. So, we're going to go try to motivate her to stand up because at this point she doesn't know she should be able to. And if she doesn't stand up, I really don't know what to do next. So, let's go. Start praying. We went ahead and gave the other cows some alfalfa up here, hoping to distract them and keep them out of our way. The boys move faster than I do. Sam, I don't want you to put it down until I get up there, okay? It's heavy, isn't it? Okay, when you give it to her, I don't want you to put it directly in front of her where she can reach it. I want you to put it a little further back where she can't reach it. We want her to try to stand up. Back up some. No, the bowl, not you. She's not afraid of you, Bubba. Maybe give her a couple of bites for... Oh. No. Darn it. Put the bowl on the other side. According to the vet, it could take a couple of hours, but I was really hoping. And maybe because she's been down for a couple of days now, it might take her a little longer still.
That's good stuff. So, you want more of it? Hold it. Sam, this stuff.
Go ahead and put the bowl up to her. Let her have some.
Can I back it up?
It happens to be her favorite food.
Back it up, Sam.
All right, Sammy, pull it back because she's got some on the ground she can eat now, too.
Sam, a little bit further. She's sweating.
She's sweating. Her eyes are running a little bit. Come on, Annabelle. We're all rooting for you here. We don't want any more, Joseph.
I'm just gonna see that. Guys, can you back up so she can get some? I'll give her shade.
You'll give her shade. That's sweet.
Benny, that means she's about to get up.
Seriously, not trying to be gross, guys. But with what I've seen, that's the first sign that she's starting to feel better.
See, Steven?
So we celebrate the urination of a cow.
Woo!
That has to be a good sign.
I've had going for a long time. You know it's not ending.
Atta girl, Annabelle. Come on, you need to get up on your feet.
That's what you need to do. I'm like, time to go swimming. Okay. Yeah, Mom, someday we gotta set up the pool. It's hot out here. Mom, probably not this way. Mom, instead of the zoo, we're gonna start going the day before the pool. Yeah. Cause I do want to see the gorillas. That's out of her reach. Mom. Oh, Mom, she's trying to get up. She's trying her best to get the food. She wants the food.
She doesn't believe she can do it.
Back it up a little. What? Huh? You can do it, Annabelle. You can do it. It's a good thing. Get up. Mommy, I feel if I could, I'd grab some alfalfa, run down here, go over there so the cow gets up and...
I would love it if she would chase you with some alfalfa.
Yeah, go get some alfalfa.
No, she won't do it. She won't. She doesn't need alfalfa right now.
I've got an idea. Now?
I'm really encouraged that she went potty.
Come on, Annabelle. Hi, Gerdo. I think she just needs the food to get up.
Food sometimes gives you the energy you need.
To get up. Gives the energy you need. Get up. The food in your belly helps you get the energy you need. It dissolves in your heart to make the heart beat fast. Sit up.
Pull the bowl back. She's starting to feel better. She can tell a difference.
Come on. You got this.
Guys, back up and give her some space, please. Cheater, cheater, pumpkin eater. That was not the deal. You need to get up on your feet. That's the deal.
Wait. That's a good sign. I hear a squealing pig, Mom.
There's no dogs outside right now. So if the pig is squealing, maybe it tried to get out.
Stop, Mom said stop.
Well, it's been about 45 minutes. She's moved around. She's gone potty. She's eaten. I gave her a bucket of water. The vet said it could take a couple of hours. I'd say she looks a little perkier. We're just going to give her some more time and see what happens. Where'd you find that at, bud?
It was over there.
In the cow pasture?
Yeah.
Let me see it.
We're just running around.
We're in the shade, and that's making it kind of hard to see.
Maybe this will make it better.
Well, don't let him go. I'm not trying to make you lose him. Ooh. Good catch.
I caught him. He jumped on my hand, then he jumped on some poop.
Oh.
And then he jumped off the poop, and I grabbed him when he jumped off the poop.
He likes cow poop, huh?
Yeah, he does.
Alrighty then.
Oh, look at the bottom. It's blue. It's blue.
Oh, hold on. Let's get that up in the sun so we can see the blue. Wow,
His gills are
really...
green.
He doesn't have gills. He's not a fish.
Yeah, his breathers are green.
His breathers, they breathe through their mouth.
Right there, those are green.
Hold on, the camera's not focusing too good. Stop moving.
He is a tiny lizard.
Stop moving.
Has she been moving? Okay, Annabelle.
Good find. He is beautiful. She has the strength to push herself around now, but she doesn't have the confidence to stand up.
Mom, come and chase off.
Well, I suppose at some point we're going to have to go in and have some dinner.
It's already time for dinner? I'm not hungry.
Well, you guys had kind of a late lunch. We've been out working, building hog pens. making sure that we can keep the piglets from running the property.
Yeah.
They were able to get out of the fencing that we had, so we've been reinforcing the hog fencing.
One time they were able to get out again. Mom, probably the screaming was, they said it was fitting through one of the really...
So guys, listen. I know that it's way too late at night and it's dark and you can't see anything. But unfortunately, as you saw when we were out here today, earlier with Annabelle, she did not get up on her feet. It wasn't going to happen nearly as quickly as I had hoped. So after I got done with my evening milking and we got the milk strained and put in the freezer, I got together her evening meal. I put some extra calcium in the bowl for her, as I've been doing, and I came out to the pasture so that I could sit with her and let her eat her dinner, getting some more calcium in her. And she walked up to me. Do you see this? Annabelle? She walked up the pasture and met me halfway. She was not on her feet when I started milking tonight. Is this not the most beautiful thing you have seen in your entire life? Come on, celebrate with me. I am so thrilled that she's up and on her feet. I cannot milk her tonight. I will milk her in the morning, and I have to continue to give her calcium in her food. But look at her. Look, all 4 feet on the ground. She is standing. Guys, I've worked so hard for this cow. We're so excited for you, Mama. Back on your feet. I'm going to have to tell the kids in the morning. They're all in bed. So she's having her dinner here in the middle of the pasture, up a whole lot closer than she was earlier. Woo-hoo! I am so excited. She's going to be okay. 3 days. 3 days she's been down until I learned to give her an IV. I've got to keep some of those on hand just in case. Once a cow gets milk fever, they will be prone to it after future calving. So I will make sure to always give her extra calcium after each calf that she has. My shadow is covering her up. Sorry, guys. I will make sure to give her extra calcium with each calf that she has in the future. This girl has not been milked in 3 days. We're going to have some other challenges ahead, but in the morning I'll be able to get her milked out and she will be okay. That's my girl. Well, here we are, guys. It's been about 2 days since you saw Annabelle walk up to me in the pasture. The next day when I came out, she was down again. She wasn't able to stand, and I was so disheartened. I ended up reaching out to the vet. We ended up giving her more IV calcium. I had company over that day, so I really wasn't able to record everything that we were doing. But I was just really, really disheartened, and I felt bad for her. And I felt bad for me, to be honest. This has been emotionally draining. But it's really hard to see one of your cows completely unable to even get up and do what a cow is supposed to do. So we gave her more IV calcium yesterday. And then yesterday evening I came out here and I gave her more calcium in her dinner. And when I woke up this morning, she still was not standing. Until I came out to milk. And when I came out to milk, she was standing up right next to the stanchion, ready for her turn. So here is my beautiful Annabelle, enjoying a giant breakfast with lots of calcium added in. Finally being milked after 5 days of being down. This does not mean that we are in the clear. This doesn't mean that she won't go back down again. But at least I'm able to milk her. I'm able to check her bag and be able to ward off any signs of mastitis that may be coming on. We'll be able to get her a little more comfortable. I will continue to give her calcium all throughout the day. Now that she's up on her feet, she should be able to absorb it through digestion, as I have learned. Well, there you go. We all know she's feeling better. I'd like to go ahead and let you all know that we're not keeping this milk today anyway. It'll be going to the pigs. But the point is, she is up on her feet. She's feeling better. Her body is doing what it's supposed to be doing. I learned this time around that when a cow is down, not only do their legs quit working, but they stop digesting. So trying to give her calcium in her diet was completely useless and a waste of my time and money. But between the vet, some friends of mine that kept running to the store and buying more and more calcium, my children, my family, everybody who's been praying over her, it does look like we're going to be on the road to recovery. I say this hesitantly today because, yes, the last time she did go back down. So keep praying for her, and I will definitely come back and update you throughout the day to see how she's doing. Monty just downed 1.5 gallons of milk just like that. You want some more, boy? Come in close on Monty now. Where's the milk, Monty? Dude, you're looking a bit chubby now. And you've got a milk mustache. Well, all 4 cows have been milked, and she's still up on her feet. She doesn't look so great. I'm gonna have to put a lot of weight on her now. She's gonna need a lot of extra groceries to recover from this, but she's still on her feet. We're gonna beat this. Annabelle! Atta girl. Keep fighting. I think by now she's probably been on her feet for about 2 hours. By the time I get home from River City Produce, if she's still on her feet, I might begin to get excited. Well guys, it's been 24 hours and she's still up on her feet. Do I dare say that we're past the worst part? Man, I sure hope so. This has been a really long week. Take a look at her. She's doing great. She's rebuilding her strength. She's being milked. She's back on her feet. Let's hope she stays that way. Thanks for watching.